Meet Joan Cameron. She's 94 and suffers from dementia, but that hasn't stopped her living life in the fast lane, and she's just one of dozens of aged care residents tackling a 20,000-kilometre walk around Australia.
It's something that appealed to me, and I like walking, and I thought, you know, you can do a little bit at a time and get to know what's going on.
They left Geelong 16 months ago, travelled across to Adelaide, over to Perth, up to Darwin, down to Alice Springs, trekked to Cairns, then marched down the east coast to Sydney, and all without ever leaving their nursing home. The Walk Around Australia was a program devised by staff at Bupa Care's nursing home at Bellarine, and it's targeting the 70% of residents who suffer from dementia.
People with dementia are often accused of wandering, sort of aimlessly walking, and then they're often instructed to sit down. It's seen as a nuisance. But by encouraging walking and seeing walking as valuable, those residents with dementia have more positive feedback and can feel a sense of achievement. So it's primarily two things. It helps our people with dementia, their behaviours to be seen in a more positive light, but it also helps our residents without dementia to engage actively in exercise.
It works like this. Staff mapped out walking trails in the nursing home and measured the distance. The southern blue loop is 82 metres, the north pink loop is 119, and once around the garden is 104.
When you go, they give you a cheat, and you just put a little tick in a box, and that means you walked that area today, and they add it all up.
Every 2 weeks, staff calculate the totals and combine them with the group, now made up of 70 residents. Their total distance travelled is then drawn on their big map of Australia.
Here we are.
Look at this.
Look, Joan. And we're down here in
Sydney.
Yeah.
Haven't got far to go down
No, down here. So we've only got that far to go till Christmas.
It's not far, see, we've been all through there.
And Joan is the leader of the pack. She's personally contributed 330 kilometres to the effort, the most of any resident.
So they tell me, but I didn't realise I was, because I just do it my own little way. And instead of sitting down and thinking, what am I going to do? I think, oh, I'll go for a walk. And I might walk, you know, the best part of a kilometre or somewhere, and it just doesn't seem very far, but it all adds up.
Staff have gone the extra mile to encourage the residents walking.
When we're about to arrive in a major town, I write to the mayor of the town and request that they welcome us to the town and tell us what we can do. And so the mayors have been fantastic. They've sent lovely letters, encouraging letters back to the residents. The mayor of Cooper Pedy sent us opal chips, so all the residents got some opal chips when we arrived in Cooper Pedy. Cairns and Townsville mayors have sent us little books as well. So the mayors have been very enthusiastic, very welcoming. So I know they're busy people, but they've put pen to paper and sent those letters off to us.
And to celebrate their achievements, a party's thrown every time they reach a major town, and the latest letters of welcome are read out to the group.
The party's designed around whichever town we're arriving in. For Darwin we had beer and crocodiles. Gold Coast we had a video on the Great Barrier Reef. We ate little coral trout, the little coloured lolly things, and had tropical fruit and things like that. So it depends where we're arriving, what the party looks like.
The walking program has made the nursing home a more social place, and Joan's son says it's transformed his mother physically.
Mum's, it's changed from a 1 to a 9 sort of thing, that she could walk before, now she can almost run.
But John says the more interesting change has been a mental one.
Now she tells us about the paper. She's read the paper, whereas before she wouldn't do that. She'd sort of be just sitting in the chair, terrible thing to say, but just biding time. Whereas now, you come in, she's read the paper in the morning, and she's been for half a dozen walks.
Yeah.
Even if I'm in the room and we're there for half an hour or an hour, whatever it is, and the conversation starts to slow. Oh, let's go for a walk. Up we go and away we go.
Yeah.
She's going to improve your fitness.
I wish. Yeah, that's right.
The line on the map is now past Sydney and making its way to Canberra. And the plan is to complete the circle and be back in Geelong before Christmas. But what then?
Well, you see, I don't think residents want to finish. They are looking after Christmas Tasmania, and after that it's the world. Because they want to go back to places they may have seen or countries where they were born. So I don't think it's going to finish.
In recent years, scientists have begun studying the effects of physical activity on dementia. The National Aging Research Institute is currently seeking volunteers with Alzheimer's to take part in a study running in Melbourne and Perth. Anyone seeking more information should contact NARI on 8387 2305.